Hello there, and welcome to this ooky spooky one-shot for Crundimented Actual Plays. My name is Kayla Wade. I will be your MC for this evening. And with me, I have three rather devious individuals for See the Dark Side, our Monsterhearts one-shot. Again, I'm Kayla Wade. My pronouns are he, they, and let's just introduce you to these wonderful, wonderful people. Let's go with Todd.
Hi, my name is Tot, my pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Mara Strand. That's all I get to know for now.
Ooh. Gotta keep them wanting.
Yeah, of course.
Fen.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Fen. Pronouns are he, any. I will be playing Kale Rosamund, pronouns they, them, this evening. Playing the Fae skin. I will tease that much.
Oh.
This is a dangerous energy, and I already know this is a dangerous energy. This is what I've done to myself.
You brought me on a Monsterhearts. What did you expect?
I don't know what I don't know. And last but certainly not least, returning from Heroes of New Halcyon, Ash.
Hey!
Hey, it's me, the
Drastically
devil.
different energy.
Go from friend that low energy to me, the high energy. Hello. Those of you who haven't watched Heroes of New Halcyon, what are you doing?
Watched?
I'm Ash.
Question mark.
Listen, experienced.
Whatever.
Already to a fantastic
What?
start.
Watch with your ears. It's fine.
Anyway, Ash, who are you playing?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Ash, he, him. I'm playing Nathan Felch, also he, him. Ghost Skin. I'm playing a dead boy.
So, this game needs a setting, and a setting it does have. We are in Sunset Hollow, a relatively quiet town with a nicely sized university. And, of course, it is the night before Halloween. The middle of fall, it's gorgeous. Leaves are turning all sorts of fantastic colors. Pumpkin spice is flowing everywhere. And we open on a single dorm room, left behind by multiple people. Some students even claim that it probably doesn't exist. It's just a ghost story, if you would. Nathan,
Yo.
on the night before Halloween, where do we find you?
Just chilling in his room. Just kind of.
Floating about.
I was gonna say that.
Kind of floating about, just kind of watching out the window.
You
People
see,
watching.
it's interesting that you mentioned that. As you're watching all these students that, their faces start to blur after a few years. They come in, they come out, they I almost said they come in, they come out, they drop in, they drop out.
Oh, so this is accurate.
I mean,
real
some
life.
of them do. Some of them do drop out.
You can tell that the energy is high. Like, Halloween's about to happen. It's the weekend. Everyone is about to get turned and be in costume. It's going to be so much fun. And here you are. Sure, you've managed a corporeal form, and yes, you can blend in with the crowd, but how are you feeling about this? Alone in your room.
Same as always, day in, day out, year after year. Just yeah, just feeling those alone vibes.
However, your solitude isn't the word for it. Your isolation is interrupted by a little bit of commotion outside your door. That doesn't normally happen. That's a little weird. It's a little weird. Would you like to listen in?
Yeah. Oh, something other than just people watching out the window.
You hear two distinct voices. Come on, it's not that bad. Just fucking open the door. It's probably unlocked. I mean, what if someone's actually there? What if the serial killer that what if there's this serial killer and they've been hiding out and because of the resident obscurity of the room. Okay, one, you're thinking about it way too fucking hard. And two, if there was a serial killer, wouldn't that be amazing? We could run, we could escape, we could get so much money. Selling the story, come on. Promise not to trip me as we run. Pinky swear, always. You could normally a person probably couldn't hear the sound of a pinky swear, but you definitely hear the sound of a pinky swear.
Just hear it in the voice.
And as someone reaches to open your door, what do you do? What do you want to do?
First, I glanced to see if I had locked it.
You have not locked it. Why would you?
True. No one ever comes.
And it's funny, in all the Halloweens you spent, this is the first time someone's attempted this. As you ponder that, we move to another dorm, this one with a roommate. Mara, where do we find you the night before Halloween?
On the night before Halloween, Mara is doing what she always does, and she's emailing back and forth with her little sister, debating on what she's going to be wearing as a costume for this year. Of course, her little
Remind me of
sister
your
doesn't live in the
sister's name?
dorm rooms. Her little sister's name is Lillian Strand, and Lillian has always adored Halloween. It's, much to Mara's chagrin, her favorite holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And she lives off campus. Mara sends her money to support her, but she is always very invested in Halloween, and she refuses to pick out a costume without her sister's approval.
What are the options at hand?
Well, currently, she has gone through the classics, a witch, a ghost, She even posited perhaps a mummy, but that would take far too much toilet paper. Right now, they're debating between a vampire with some cool blood effects down the face, or, something a little bit more classic, and a character from Lillian's favorite movie as a kid, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
As soon as you potentially made any mention towards the Wizard of Oz, Lillian went, "You have to go as Dorothy. You have to. You just have to. I mean, if you love me, you will go as Dorothy. You love me, right? And you have to obviously send pictures. And I'm how much younger is Lillian?
Lillian is currently a sophomore in high school.
I was about to say sophomore. Same hat.
So they are, God, how many years apart is that?
That depends. How old?
How old
What
is
year?
Mara?
Yeah.
Mara is more than likely a sophomore as well. So that would put her at around 20-ish.
being 4 years
So
then?
that's 4 years
4 years.
apart.
Mm-hmm.
So Mara is 20-ish, and Lillian is 16-ish.
Mm-hmm. So
And
Lillian
Mara
is
does love her sister
fully
very much.
fully pulling the sister love. Like, if you love me, you will be Dorothy, and send me pictures and tell me all
Ah,
about parties.
and if only Lillian knew exactly how much Mara loved her. So of
If only.
course, Mara, the dutiful older sister, begrudgingly agrees. Yes, I do love you. Fine, I'll send you pictures, but I'm only sending them before it's dark out, so you can actually see what's going on with the costume. I'm not sending you how I look at the end of the night.
Fine, fine, no blackmail material for me.
Mm-mm. Smart girl.
And as your emails sort of go into, this is what I have. Lillian's gonna stay in with some friends, like this, like cute little niche of friends, like watching like black comedies and like not really scary movies, but like bad scary movies that you can just laugh at. You notice that your roommate is not in the room. Your roommate Tara, she's a psychology major. Uh, she mentioned something about helping. Oh, what the fuck is his name? King asshole prepare this fucking Halloween party that he's prepared and invited you to.
Ugh. God, I completely fucking forgot about that party.
And you know that Tara is way into him.
Told her I would wing woman. I should go. I should go.
Yes, you should. And as you hear that familiar voice, a chill runs down your spine. You look back and you see this absolutely gorgeous young woman, platinum blonde hair just flowing down her shoulders, a corseted top with red lace, leather pants. It's very black and red theme. As she sort of checks her long black nails and looks at you. You know who this is. I think it'd be fun.
I'm sure you do think it'd be fun.
No, boo hoo. A little dour before Halloween, aren't we? After all, Lillian's about to have fun. She's going to have a nice little party with her friends. And she sort of like stands up from Tara's bed, by the way. Walking over to you and sort of like trailing a finger like on like the top edge of the seat you are in, because I assume that you're at your desk. And she sort of like stands beside you, leans in, looking at the emails. I wonder if they're gonna watch Heathers. I love Heathers.
Yeah, you really suit it tonight.
Look, you made the deal, kid. Lillian can have her happy little life with her happy little friends and her happy little Halloween, and you continually show me how much you love her. Right?
Yeah. I'm not exactly going to be partying.
And she sort of stretches, and you kind of hear bones crack when they shouldn't as she stretches.
So I'm going to work.
I mean, and have fun. I'm not unfair. It is Halloween.
Almost.
A lot of souls at that party.
Any special requests tonight?
As soon as you say special request, this devious smirk comes across her lips. Before something her attention is and focus is snapped to something else, and she looks out of your window. And you have never seen this emotion on their face. But it might be concern. I have a few in mind. Keep an eye on King Asshole. And, do what I ask, and who knows? You might have that romance novel after all.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Does Mara look away as she says this?
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
as you look back, the entity is gone.
Fuck. Tara's gonna be so upset.
And as you're sort of looking around and you're like, fuck, you look on Tara's bed and there is a beautifully tailored, perfectly made costume of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
The things I do for you.
And as Mara reconsiders everything,
Regret isn't even a strong enough of a word. But what else can she do?
as
So she
Mara
puts it
tries on the costume, and it is perfectly tailored, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, we zoom out that camera and turn elsewhere. Kale, where do we find you? You are muted.
Heck yeah, I am. I assume, as any good college town would have, there's a park and perhaps some woods nearby.
Mm-hmm.
You would find Kale deep within these woods, sitting. The sun has gone down. In one small patch of grass that has sprouted where there is enough sunlight for it to grow. Are we still in daytime or are we in night?
Oh, this is night. This
Okay,
is full
cool.
on
That's
night.
fine. All right. Then there's this full on night, and he's just sitting out there. A gradient of clothing of various monochrome garb, kind of loose fitting, and kind of nondescript. And he would it be correct in saying that he probably also got an invite?
Oh, all of you got invites.
Oh, wonderful. The
Funny
phone
enough,
buzz.
even you, Nathan. Perhaps you're not as forgotten as you thought you are. But, yes, Kale, you got an invite.
And the phone will buzz from one of Kale's probably, lab partners this year or something like that. One of the people that interfaced to get him the invitation. And then he looks at it and goes, all right. Stands up, hanging off a branch is a crown made of antlers. That he then rests upon his head and steps out into the night.
To be clear, the party is on Halloween. This is the night before.
Yeah.
And as you are stepping out into the night and you are stepping from the forest in something that hints at your true nature, as you make your way, there is the breaking of a branch under footfall to your right.
Not my own? Oh.
Not your own.
Hmm. They will pause. Kale will pause as that footfall happens. The branch cracks underneath the way. Kind of pause for a moment. Listen for any further sounds.
You hear what seems to be murmuring,
Hmm.
as if someone is speaking not to themselves, but to something else.
Something or someone? Is there one murmur or two?
It is one murmur.
Off to left, right, in front, or behind me?
It is to your right.
To my right.
You would know from your experience within this forest that there is a small glade there.
Okay.
Funny enough, it'd be the perfect spot to catch the full moon.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, he will wait a moment longer from the murmurs and then kind of cut a circle around where they are, remaining silent, and then try to step a little closer to see who is there.
You've seen this person about the campus. I don't know if you have any classes with them,
Hmm.
but there have been whisperings and rumors that there are witches at this college.
Hmm.
Now, granted, whether that means actual witchcraft, actual practices, or just people with henna tattoos and spice racks, you're not 100% sure.
Hmm.
But this person, they're clad in not all black, but in flowing garments that hint at the iconography of the sea.
Okay.
Deep blues, some deep blues and like cool colors that fade into black. And it appears that they are kneeling in this glade, head up as if their gaze is at the moon.
Hmm.
And as you step closer, it is very clear that they are uttering prayers,
Hmm.
incantations.
What are they praying for?
They're praying for solace, for security.
Okay.
They have found themselves wanting
Hmm.
for what they're not sure. But whether it is within the cards or just the pattern of the stars, they ask for a sign.
Okay. Then Kale will let. Hmm.
I'm gonna leave this in. I was gonna say if this bitch walks out with a fucking antler crown. Here's your sign, baby.
Definitely not how he's going to say that. He's going to. Uh, he's going to listen to their prayers. Do they are they taking their time with them? Um,
this is something that is incredibly personal to them. Like
sure.
this is something that like this veneration, this revering of the moon is something that feels intrinsic to them.
Hmm.
And they are taking their time. They
Sure.
are doing like everything that they can
Hmm.
to offer up like this proper ritual.
Yeah, and the Fae will not move to interrupt the ritual. The Fae knows better than to interrupt something between a individual and the moon. But they will, once the ritual has reached its conclusion that they
Mhm.
can perceive, Kale will kind of go, "Is it something tangible you're looking for?"
They turn, and their countenance is one of. To say that it is of sorrow does not give it the weight that it deserves.
Hmm.
Their countenance is that of one that has faced great melancholy. But within their dark eyes, there is this glimmer of hope. Their their curled hair is shaved all around except a grouping of curls that falls down onto their collarbone as
Hmm.
they turn to see you. And before they can respond to you, Nathan, what are you doing?
So after realizing that again, door wasn't locked.
Someone's actively reaching.
Yeah, someone's actively trying to open it.
May
Doors,
think you're a serial killer.
do- door as usual isn't locked. Right, right. And then he goes and grabs the bowl of candy he had got. He gets a bowl of candy every year, just in case. Just in case.
Oh.
Hmm.
Um, so far,
Mhm.
he's had candy for like long after Halloween.
This is your chance.
Yes.
And as
He,
the door
he just kind of
opens,
stands there in the middle of the room holding the candy, bowl of candy.
you see. How old was Nathan when he died?
Uh, honestly, probably about 20. Probably about a sophomore.
Okay.
Yeah.
The door opens and you see two people around, well, your previous age. Uh one is this bottle blonde, like very like I'm going to make the fall my personality. um, Wrap scarf, sweater, leggings, Ugg boots, hair in a messy bun, with her emotional support goth, who is in this sort of like Hellraiser t-shirt with black skinny jeans and like combat boots, and it is the emotional support goth that opened the door. And as they stare at you, what do you say?
Uh, Nathan just holds out the candy. It's like, uh, trick, happy Halloween.
And as you say, trick, happy Halloween, the Bottlebond screams and runs away. But the goth stays and sort of like looks around as if they're wondering, oh fuck, is this really happening? Before they. How close. Are you in the middle of your room or are you right next to the door?
um.
I need to
So
know.
so not right in front of the door, but not right in the middle of the room, like in between the middle and the door.
So you took a few steps towards the door.
Yeah. Because it's like someone just standing in the exact middle of the room holding it up out bowl of candy. It's like, that seems sketch. But if they're a little bit closer holding out candy, then it's not as sketch.
The
At least that's
Joss
what
sort
his
of
thought
like
process.
enters the room as if to take the candy, looks down at the bowl, and goes, "Oh shit, you got full-size zero bars in here?"
Yeah.
Whoa. Uh, Hi.
Hi.
So I may be completely and utterly hallucinating, but I thought no one was in here.
No one ever really comes over here.
My fucking heart. uh what's your name? As they're just like staring at you, like full awkward eye contact, their hand goes, reaches for the zero bar, and just slowly starts to unwrap it.
As they're reaching for it, he sees that they're looking right at him, so he just like kind of maneuvers the bowl a bit just so he makes sure they get that zero bar that they're
Oh
going
no,
for.
they fully get that zero bar. Their hand-eye coordination is fantastic.
So it's only like slight adjustment. Okay. Nathan, my name's Nathan.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Hi. I'm Sparrow.
That's a that's a nice name.
Yeah. I mean, it got me like bullied in high school, but I mean, college is looking up.
Hey.
Like, so do you like go to class? And like, as Sparrow asks this question, we cut back to Kale.
I was going to say it's like that moment is like in the anime where it's like some random side character like says something about the main character and it's just like that arrow right through them.
And we definitely see that metaphorical that arrow. Before we cut back to Kale, as this very, very sad person looks at you and goes, I don't honestly know.
Do you want to talk about it?
They gesture for the spot, like to the spot like next to them, like they're sort of like knelt in the grass.
Um, they will close the distance. Kale will, and then kind of match how they are kneeling. Um,
I keep looking up at my lady, and they look back up at the moon for a moment. This place, it's been a slow process, but there's a darkness here.
mm-hmm.
Something greater than what we may perceive. I know that sounds odd.
It's not the oddest thing I've heard. What is your name?
Ariadne.
Does that ring a bell?
Does it ring a bell?
I don't think it does. I don't think it does for Kale.
I don't think it does. But you do know, as they say it, that is their true first name.
Pleasure to meet you, Ariadne. I am Kale.
Kale. And you sort of see them process that name for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's a power in names.
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment, this exchange of names, even if there was a falsehood, there would still be this power.
Mm-hmm.
Under the light of the full moon, you feel the slightest, ever so slight, weaving of something. You're not sure what yet.
No, but Kale has their hunch.
I worry that whatever this is, whatever I feel, it is just going to consume all of us. And I ask for guidance, I ask for signs, but well, all I have gotten is... And they look at you before they sort of turn away, afraid that they are staring.
Kale, in the meantime, has alternated between looking at the moon and looking at them. And goes, "Is this the only tangible sign you've gotten?"
They nod, still not looking at you for the moment.
Do I answer anything that you've prayed for?
You see a blush come across their brown cheeks, and they say, I do not know yet, but I would like to at some point. And that is when they finally look back at you.
Well, time will tell.
Fate is
As
always
the
uncertain.
history is only written by those around to tell it.
They glance one more time to the moon before they start to stand. I should go. My roommate might worry about me.
Who's your roommate?
Oh, he doesn't fully understand what I do, why I do what I do.
It's all right.
His name is Roderick.
Roderick.
That name rings a bell. Roderick's party is the party you're going to tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think he wants anything to do with me.
What makes you think that?
People, I don't do well around people.
I don't either. You're not alone.
But I seem to do well around you.
You barely know me. And I'm but one person.
Perhaps there's more to this sign than I thought.
Time will tell.
They sort of bow before they start to turn and walk away but before they fully do, they sort of steal another glance at you.
After they have bowed, but before they have turned away, while mid bow is when Kale will stand and then also return the bow in kind. And then when they steal that glance back, Kale has just the soft grin as they look back up at the moon one more time before returning to their woods.
And what an image. A fae coated in moonlight, We cut back to Mara. The costume fits. Fuck, it fits. Your dorm room doors open. Tara closing it and just going with a big grin on her face.
Oh, hey! How did, and Mara's kind of like covering herself up a little bit, like her chest in particular.
You
She's
can't
just
see
kinda,
this costume. Fuck off.
like, she just kind of like wasn't expecting her lovely roommate to come back at that time. So she's like, oh, hey! How was helping the guy with the party tomorrow?
Roderick's fine.
Mara kind of mutters the name under her breath a little bit as if she's trying to remember it.
It's like Tara is floating. She, like, if this was another story, this is her Disney princess moment, in which she just sort of like floats across the room, does a little spin, and like starts making tea. It is fully 11:30 at night.
Okay. It went well. Good.
Are you going to the party?
Well, Mara kind of looks down at herself. Yeah, I'm going to the party. I promised my sister I would do something fun on Halloween, and you invited me, so I'm going.
And Tara sort of like snapped out of her reverie for a moment as she sort of looks you up and down in your costume. So you're going as a farm girl with red shoes.
Have you not watched any movies?
I empathize.
I have better things to do than watch movies.
One of these days, I'm going to tie you to a chair, and we are just going to watch movies all day. And you're not going to be able to do anything about it. You're
didn't
going
think
to be
you were
cultured.
into that, but I guess you learned things about your roommate.
Not like that, pervert.
And you can see that she's returning to herself. She, do you want any? It's oolong.
You know what? I think I'll pass. I do want to get some sleep tonight. It's
Sleep
late.
is for the week.
Sleep is for a week, okay? You know me. If I could, I would stay in bed forever. But I can't do that, because one of us has to work and supply groceries to this household.
I work. I supply groceries.
Cup of noodle is not groceries.
Look, the theater program teaches you a lot about adversity.
Mm-hmm. It's teaching you a lot about being broke, too.
You gotta break into the gig economy somehow.
You know, I support you, but I'm even more shocked now that you are a theater major who has not seen The Wizard of Oz. I'm surprised your director hasn't tied you to a chair yet.
Oh, well, if we don't get this play down, it might actually happen. And she has like this huge mug of tea as she sort of like sits down in her bed, and she sort of like pauses. Are you sitting on my bed?
Yeah, I was just kind of pacing around earlier because I was stressed about the upcoming calculus exam. So I just kind of plopped down wherever. I'm sorry.
You're trying to keep cool in this moment, right? You're trying not to.
She's trying to keep so cool.
First roll of the night. What are you afraid of in this moment?
Questions. More questions.
Roll with cold.
Roll with cold. I sure will, and that's...
First roll of the night. That is 2d6 plus cold. And it depends on what stat block you took.
Yeah, it sure does. Actually doesn't. Fun fact, both stat blocks for the Infernal have a -1 to cold. So it
That's all the
doesn't
one that doesn't change between mine either.
fully matter. Alright, let's see. So we
But
got
if you do fail, you do get an experience, I believe.
Well, yeah, that's the entire idea behind PBTA.
So a 6, right?
That is a failure.
So a 6 is a failure.
So mark an experience. Tara sort of looks at you. Tell me how... Let's play this out. How does Mara absolutely fail?
Mara is very composed the majority of the time. And she's pretty good at keeping a straight face.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she did tie her hair up to kind of, be more Dorothy-ish and really see how she looked in this costume, revealing her ears. And her ears get red. They get red. And Tara knows Mara very well. Like, they have lived together since freshman year. They are, well into their sophomore year at this point.
Mm-hmm.
She knows her tells. And the red ear thing is something that Tara has never, ever, ever let Mara forget about, because she finds it adorable. Mara finds it absolutely appalling.
So you just see Tara go through the Sherlock Holmes detective vision in her mind and just slowly raises a finger pointing at you. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. Your ears are red. Who did you have in our room?
I did listen.
Why are you doing freaky things on my bed, Mara?
I'm not. God, I swear to God. I swear on my sister's life, nothing happened on your bed, okay?
You just hear, as you say that, you just hear on the inside of your mind.
I swear to God, nothing happened on your bed, okay?
Who are you seeing someone?
I'm not seeing anyone.
Who are you seeing? You got Nope, you lied to me. And she put down her she's already sipped half her tea. You don't know how she did it. She just made that tea. She puts down her tea. You're lying to me. How can I trust you? Give me a name. You gotta give me a name.
Tara.
Give me a name and I'll stop.
Why are you doing... Okay.
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not... It's not lying. It's avoiding the truth.
It's red ear falsehood time.
It's...
Apparently.
Okay. There was someone in your room. Okay. There was someone in your room. Her name was Heather. Okay. She's in my calculus class. We were studying. Nothing happened.
Oh my God.
No.
You had Heather Monahan on my... You had Heather Monahan on my bed?
She just sat down for a second. It was nothing.
Oh, I bet it was nothing. The kind of nothing that calls you back in the morning.
Nothing. Oh my God.
Are you going to the Halloween party with her instead of me?
No, I'm not. No, I am going with you. I promised I would go with you. I'm going with you.
If you want to... Heather Monahan's a looker.
There's
got
nothing.
that whole, twee... hey, maybe I'm a kooky guitar... I didn't know you were into kooky guitar girls.
I am not, as it turns out.
Are you showing the... Oh my God.
Can we let this... How about we talk about Roderick? How's Roderick doing?
Have you been showing her the perks of being a wallflower?
No. God, no. Tara, Mara, holds out her pinky to Tara. She's like,
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Listen, I am promising you
that is a binding contract happened in this dorm room.
I am aware. I would not put this finger out lightly. You know this about me.
For the audience, Mara's putting out her pinky.
You know this.
Can't remember this.
Tara will remember this as she hooks her pinky around yours. Tara has a string on you.
Yeah, she does.
Fine, fine. I'll let it go. And Roderick was. The more I think about it, Roderick.
Yeah. I
It's like,
honestly don't know what you see in him.
it's. You know, when back in high school, you saw like the really popular crowd and you just once wanted to just walk down the hall with them and maybe give one of them a little smooch. That's like being around Roderick every time he asks for help. Like, he's always surrounded by like his group, like his inner circle. And it's like, I want to be a part of that. And I don't know, I
Do
feel like I'm getting closer.
do you really want to be a part of that?
I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, Roderick's fucking rich. If
Yeah,
I,
but
if I, hypothetically speaking,
uh-huh. Yeah.
end up entering a loveless marriage with him, I could divorce and take half his money.
Yeah, as long as you don't sign a prenup.
Baby, we're not signing prenups in this house.
Good. Smart girl.
Baby, prenups? No, thank you.
God.
Baby, who do you think I am? And as you two talk, we cut to
Well.
Nathan and Sparrow. As Sparrow has asked you, do you even go to classes?
Yes. Just no one really ever talks to me much.
Well, that's weird, because like if I saw you in class, I'd obviously talk to you.
What year are you?
I'm a sophomore. Sophomore. Yep. Sophomore. Second year. Boom bam. No longer a new kid on the block. I'm not great with people. I'm not great with people who are cool and like live in like a weird abandoned room and have like full size candy bars, because no one has full size candy bars. And like, my friend just up and left me and you're really cool about it, and like, can I have your number? Why did I say that? I will leave you alone forever now. As I slowly start to back away, trying to salvage whatever energy.
Nathan's in full panic mode now because he's like, oh god, someone, oh my god, someone's actually like paying attention to me. Oh god, oh fuck. What
Mhm.
do I have number? Do I even have a number? Fuck.
I will say, for the purposes of this, you can full out be the ghost in the machine, as in the ghost that has a machine that can contact others. No one is just no one has ever given you your phone number, and you can't call your mom. You're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could. You just give her more things to talk about in therapy.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't want to do that to the mom. No, just he hasn't that and yeah.
Also, sad question. So sorry. Since you have her under mom as a contact, does Nathan remember his mom's name?
Why would you do this? Why would you say these things? Why would you do this to me?
It's not my fault one of you chose to be a ghost. Because we got a disaster person trying to take infernal deals to protect their sister, and a full-on Fae prince. So
Yeah, you're right.
flirting with witches in the woods.
Caleb, to answer your question, no.
Oh no.
I'm devastated by this information. Thank
Also-
you very much.
Thanks.
You're
I hate
welcome. You're welcome.
It. Also,
So-
kitten.
But yeah, no, it's like
For the viewer at home, Tot has a cat on camera. You shan't see the cat, but the cat is adorable.
Oh, it's so very adorable. It's almost making
So sweet.
my
So
It's a good boy because he does the noodle.
yeah, no,
so Sparrow is very awkwardly.
Nathan, no one really asked for his number. He hasn't really had anybody like ask. Yeah, doesn't remember it off the top of his head. So he quickly puts down the bowl and pulls out his phone and starts searching for it.
As soon as you pull out your phone, Sparrow sort of like stops and sort of like slowly, sort of hesitantly walking back towards you, a bit closer than they were before. And they go, I could just give you my number.
Uh, uh, sure.
They sort of like they take your phone out of your hands, like the warmth of their hands are like brushing against the deathly cold of yours. As they sort of like quickly enter their number and then hand it back to you. I mean, I've got like classes until like 3, but like I'm a night owl. If you wanna hang out, are you going to the Halloween party?
Uh, yeah, I got the invite. Still trying to figure out what I'm going as.
I mean, I was. Never mind. It's stupid.
What? What?
Well, I was gonna go as Morticia Adams, and like it's like it's no one has ever wanted to like dress up with me, but like I don't know if you don't have any other ideas. We just met. This is so weird. I am so sorry. I should go. Should find my friend. She's probably
Should
crying
I?
into her pumpkin spice right now, and I.
That's from the Adams family, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not one of the. I haven't seen it myself, but I've always like heard about it and
You
whatnot.
haven't seen like the films with like Raw Julia and Angelica Houston?
No, just never got around to watching them.
You don't have a TV in here, do you?
You like physically looks around and is like, no, I don't. Huh.
Well, that's okay. I have a single dorm, and I mean, if you're not doing anything, you're probably like busy or whatever. But I
I mean,
have.
just people watching out the window.
Would you rather watch a movie?
Sure.
Okay. My dorms. It just yeah, and they like gesture for you to follow.
He grabs the bowl of candy and the room key
So we
and
end
follow.
this night before Halloween with Mara pleading her case. Kale pondering the future with this Ariadne, and Nathan watching a movie.
I'm
Kale's got
obsessed. I'm obsessed with Nathan. God.
You're
Kale's got a
welcome.
Kale's got a few things on their mind, not just Ariadne.
A
Mhm.
fair amount.
A fair amount.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
And with
Is it too
that, we
late to pull
transfer
out?
to Halloween. No, we're an hour in. You can't. Without you, there's no show. So we cut to Halloween.
Yes.
Mara, you get ready in your Dorothy costume. You've taken your pictures and sent them to Lillian, who just sent you various lines of text that were just the letter A and thousands of H.
Mm-hmm.
And she sent you pictures of like her crew dressed up as like the four main characters of the craft. She's Nancy.
Hey, at least she's got taste.
And you notice that you're supposed to meet Mara at the dorm, right?
Tara?
She's
There?
not here. Shit, Tara.
Yeah. Just wanted to clarify because
I need to meet myself at my dorm.
Just like, whoa!
What?
Just looking at yourself in the mirror.
Inception.
I look amazing.
I'm going with myself to this party. Fuck everybody else. Fuck. Where?
Barista, get me a pumpkin spice now. But Mara, you're supposed to meet Tara here.
Yes.
Tara's not here.
What time is it?
And it's like 7:30. The party's supposed to start at 8.
God damn it.
You know Tara's never late. She texted you when she was going to hang out with Roderick. She texted you when there was a catastrophe on the stage and she had to like stay and like take care of people. She always lets you know. You check your phone, there's nothing.
Mara's gonna call her.
How much anxiety does this fill you? Fill Mara with?
She's like tentative. Like she's not overly concerned yet, just because she knows, oh, it's Halloween, Tara's super excited hanging out with Roderick. It might have just slipped her mind. So she's like, worried enough to call, not worried enough to call the cops. I would say that's...
Hi, this is Tara. I'm not on the phone right now, so please leave a message. Beep.
Hey, I'm at the dorm right now. It's 7:30. I'm not sure where you are, but if you don't text me in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to come looking for you. And if I find you with Roderick, you know what? I'll leave it to your imagination what's going to happen to you if I find you with Roderick and you haven't texted me about where you are, okay? Bye. And she hangs up the phone and puts it into her dress pockets because, of course, her Dorothy dress would have pockets. Obviously.
You said within the next 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
At 9 minutes and 30 seconds, you receive a text from Tara. Bit busy, catch you later. You know damn well that's not how Tara texts. Tara always uses perfect grammar, perfect sentence structure. She was an AP lit kid when she was younger. She's told you this.
Mara's immediately internally freaking out. Because she knows that whoever sent her this text is not Tara. She knows that. And she's gonna kind of be looking at this text, looking at this phone. And
oh no. And the entity returns full out. Oh gosh, what costume do I want to give the entity? They're presenting masculine in this moment. Full out Chris Angel.
My thought process also went to like, do you want to lean into that, like the Wicked Witch, lean into the Wizard of Oz vibes? But Chris Angel also works.
Chris Angel's very good.
Chris Angel's also a devious magical entity.
This is true. This is It's true.
Chris, I know you're listening. Don't
Chris, I saw you in Vegas once, Chris.
Chris, don't take it too hard, Chris. You know,
You
from
know
your
how to.
pal, Caleb. They are full out splayed, like the like sort of like they propped up on like one elbow on Mara's bed. Or fuck, Tara's shit. Why did I give your roommate the name Tara?
I
Fuck.
don't know. I was thinking about that.
Uh, it it's
It's
fine.
too
It's funny.
late
It's hilarious.
now.
It's hilarious. Shut up. On your roommate's bed, like, oh no, did your roommate not text you back? Gosh darn it.
You know something.
I know a lot of things.
Not feeling like sharing with the class?
That implies that you will learn anything from me. But you're rather obstinate about that, aren't you?
What can I say? A creature of habit. They die hard. Are you just going to taunt me with this? Is that what the game is tonight?
I mean, it's a very delicious game, and I am having so much fun.
If you've done something,
It's not me who's done anything. I actually like your roommate. She's fun. Little kooky.
I'm sure she would be flattered by that. But thanks. I'm going to use one of my bargains
Let's
with
do it.
this entity.
Do it.
For the audience, I'm going to be using strings attached, in which I ask this very annoying dark power for something that I really, really want. And, well, I'll have to do it. And I'll get what I want after doing it. I want you to tell me where she is.
Okay. Fair enough. It's not like you could access this information literally any process else, like, like finding your phone or anything. But no, let's ask the dark entity. Let's do this. What do I want in return? And like they stand and sort of like stretch, those bones cracking once more as they stretch, as if they're getting used to this form. There's a lost puppy I need you to find.
Mara's eyes, like, her brows go up. Like, she's like, what?
Goes by the
Are you
name
serious?
of, oh, what's the name on that metaphorical collar? Nathan Felch.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
You'll find him.
Where?
At the party, of course. Gosh, I thought you've already forgotten the whole thing tonight.
Well, I didn't
Find
expect to be
him,
going until I figured
bring
out.
him to me. You'll find me as well. And that'll be your payment.
What are you going to do with them?
That'll have for that information. You're gonna have to do another thing, and you're already in a disadvantageous. Fuck, I can't speak. I hate this form.
Cat got your tongue?
No, like it's weird, and like they open their lips a bit, and you just see these very long fangs. It's fucking shit. I already bit my tongue like 3 times. Fuck. Anyway, like, and they go back to their like very satisfied smirk. You want to know where your roommate is?
Yeah.
The party is being held at Roderick's family's fall villa, whatever the fucking rich people place.
Yep.
Try the basement. And they disappear.
Motherfucker, God fucking. And she just goes into this string of curses at this entity. You know, she's obviously frustrated. Of course she is. She's worried for her roommate. She doesn't know who the fuck this Nathan Felch guy is. And most of all, she's like, in the back of her mind, there's always that little voice in her head that's going, you brought this upon yourself, kid. You made this deal, and you keep making deals with it. Wanting the easy way out? Come on.
Baby.
You knew this was going to happen. Now go on. Go do what you got to do to find your roommate. And she's going to, put herself together.
It's like that little voice like, oh no, the consequences of your own actions?
Of my own
Wow.
actions? Wow. She puts herself together. She, pats down flyaway hairs. She looks good. Like, she is impeccable. This costume, wherever it may have come from, is stunning on her. So she, gets herself together, has her phone on her, has her wallet on her, and she heads out the door. Straight to the Roderick estate, or whatever it is.
Roderick estate. Thank you for listening to part 1 of our Monsterhearts one-shot. This podcast was recorded in Riverside.fm and edited in Audacity with music from Epidemic Sound. This one-shot was produced, edited, and emceed by Caleb Wade. Our performers were The Real Ash Gamer, Fennicini, and Todd. Links where you can find everyone will be in the description below. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a review on your podcast provider of choice, and we will see you next time for more spooky adventures. Happy Halloween!